Hello, welcome diabetics, and welcome to your friends and family. Thank you all for being here today. I have a question for you. Would you like to go to your doctor's office for your hemoglobin A1C blood draw and have those results come back better than they ever have? Can I see a show of hands out there? Yeah, pretty much everybody, right? Well, we know that our A1C levels results are a reflection of our management of your blood glucose levels, your highs and lows, right? Well, what if I told you you could have a new furry best friend that went everywhere with you, and that new four-legged best friend could make those great A1C levels a reality? Pretty exciting, right? Well, today I'm going to talk to you about the benefits of having a diabetic service alert dog. How they can enhance your overall quality of life, give you peace of mind, and potentially also increase your life expectancy. Hello, my name is Sean Klaus, and I have a 14-year-old daughter who was diagnosed at the young age of 21 months with type 1 diabetes. Growing up as a family, we were able to have a very active role in the management of Emily's diabetes. But as Emily has progressed into her teen years and has gained much independence in high school, sports, and of course her social life, Mom and Dad haven't been around as much to make sure Emily's blood sugar levels stay controlled. So we set out to find ways to help her. That's when we found Tiny. That's Emily's new Diabetic Alert service dog. And man, has she been a blessing. I have a picture of them here. This is Tiny after alerting Emily. She's getting some praise there. So let me begin by giving you some examples of testimonials from other diabetic alert dog owners who have found an increased quality of life from these incredible animals. A college student at Purdue University that hypoglycemic unawareness led to an average of 3 ER visits a week, even with a continuous blood glucose monitor, was not able to avoid insulin reactions because they came on so quickly. He got to the point where he was going to have to leave school and unable to finish his chemistry degree. But with the help of a diabetic alert dog named Tippy, this student cut his ER visits down to 0. That's right, 0. Pretty much eliminated his insulin reactions and is now finishing his college degree. This story was actually recently told at the American Diabetes Association scientific session. And this young man and Tippy are paving the way to providing the first scientific research into alert dogs in people with diabetes. Another story is of Tara Robinson. She was afraid she was going to lose her job. She was passing out at work because of hypoglycemic unawareness and even crashed her car when blood sugars dropped unexpectedly. She went on and got an insulin pump and even a continuous blood glucose monitor, but was still having frequent, dangerous, and freak lows. Then Tara obtained Duchess, a diabetic alert dog, and she exclaims, "I can't even begin to explain what she has done for my world." Now when Tara is low, Duchess knows and licks her hand, and if Tara responds with the command glucose, Duchess runs to retrieve the glucose test kit. Duchess sleeps next to Tara, and if Tara becomes low during the night, Duchess will get on top of her and wake her up. Tara says she will not give up and is very good at her job. These are just among the few of the hundreds of testimonials you can find on the internet, but all of them end the same: diabetics claiming a dramatic increase in their quality of life. So next, let's look at the peace of mind these diabetic alert dogs can bring diabetics and their families. We all know that type 1 diabetics lose their ability for their pancreas to produce insulin when the brain sends signals for high and low blood sugars, right? Well, you can think of these dogs as your new walking pancreas and command center for your high and low blood glucose levels. Most people with diabetic alert dogs report that their dogs alert around 15 minutes before their continuous glucose monitors do. And the continuous glucose monitor is the gold standard right now for monitoring blood glucose levels. So that's 15 minutes before these continuous glucose monitors are alerting, the service dogs are alerting. That's getting much closer to the time frame that the brain and the pancreas work together in. And this is also why the A1C levels are coming back so good for diabetics with these alert dogs. So now parents sending their children off to school or college can rest easier knowing that they have their diabetic alert dog by their side. And new mothers with diabetes can be alone more often and more frequent with their babies without fear when they have their dogs. And also diabetics can get in their cars and drive without fear. And the list of ways these dogs bring on peace of mind really goes on and on and on, as I'm sure you're probably already imagining. And finally, I will wrap this up with a few statistics on how diabetic alert dogs can even extend your life expectancy. As the use of diabetic alert dogs is fairly new and just beginning to really gain recognition, there really is actually very little scientific analysis at this point. But in survey of diabetics with diabetic alert dogs done by the American Diabetes Association, there was this observed. Nearly all respondents, that's 91.7%, reported that their diabetic alert dogs alerted them in the window of a blood sugar level of 80 to 120 for their highs and lows. Also reported was a 61% decrease in their worry of highs and lows, and a reported 75% increase in their quality of life. Now we know that lows and highs of blood glucose levels for extended periods is what leads to the destruction of vital functions in your organs over time. So even though we have no scientific evidence as of yet to prove that these alert dogs will and can increase your life expectancy, it is clear to see that these dogs will effectively help you manage your disease, which will undoubtedly help maintain long-term organ functions and in turn increase life expectancy. So today, my friends, I hope you've learned just how important and how helpful these alert dogs can be to the overall management of your diabetes. We talked of the overall increase in the quality of your day-to-day life, with a few testimonials of diabetics who have felt these changes firsthand due to their alert dogs. We covered the peace of mind they can bring you and your families, especially in the form of gained independence. And finally, we touched on the fact that it is very possible for these animals to increase your life expectancy through helping you maximize your vital organs' health and longevity. So now, go out there, do some research, find a good diabetic alert training program, obtain one of these wonderful life-saving animals, and start enjoying those excellent A1C levels that you've always dreamed of. Thank you very much, and good luck.